Now, if you want to know what happens when there aren't enough truck drivers around, just look to Britain. Petrol stations dry up and supermarket shelves remain empty. The situation here in the European Union is somewhat less dramatic, as truckers can often offer their services across the bloc. But even here, a shortage of drivers is looming.
It's 6 a.m. and in the yard of transport company Huss in western Germany, Uwe Rieger starts his run. His first customer isn't there, and that's already put him behind schedule. The 57-year-old driver has many other drops to make today. The pressure you're under as a driver just gets worse and worse. It's extremely demanding. If your psyche hasn't learned to cope with the pressure, as well as the physical work, it's not just driving, we also have to do hard physical work, it really wears you down. The job, stressful and exhausting. The pay, not so great. And that's why fewer and fewer Germans want to do it. At the same time, it's becoming more demanding, with more complex technology. More and more freight forwarders expect a good level of German and good customer relations skills. Voss Transport also suffers from a shortage of drivers. The company has to turn down a lot of jobs. We can't deliver what we would do. We don't get enough young people coming into the company. The entire driver workforce is a bit long in the tooth. We have an average age of over 50. We have retirees who have to drive part-time because we just don't get it off at peak times. And there's no improvement in sight. In fact, things are likely to get worse. Like Uwe Rieger, every third German trucker will retire in the next 10 years. Could there soon be supply bottlenecks in Europe? That could indeed happen here. Not today or next week, but in a few years we'll be there. Things will slowly go down the drain if something doesn't happen urgently. But in spite of the problems, after decades on Europe's roads, Uwe Rieger still loves the job. If younger people would come and ask me if they should do this, I'd say, sure, do the job. If you have good communication skills, like to deal with people, it's actually a great job. Despite the stress, he wouldn't swap with anyone in the world.